Hi Pisces, welcome in your reading for the month of March. Let's see what kind of energy is in here for you for March. Alright? Alright. Pisces for the month of March. What is the energy? Pisces in March. What is going on? Alright. And we have a death reversed. Alright. We have a page of cups. Pisces for March. What else? Right. Yeah, I get here like being scared of some kind of changes or something new coming in, but whatever it is, I feel like you're gonna go against the fear. Honestly, I'm getting this kind of vibe. I guess it might be related to the feelings or going out there, breaking, through fears and going to people out there, Oh yeah, we have a 8 of Wands. So yeah, definitely a lot of communication coming in and a lot of like you communicating basically and like letting yourself go out there, regardless of fear. That's what I'm kind of getting, that's the vibe I'm getting. Just straight up communicating and going with it and with something new that's related to your emotions. And we have a sun reverse. All right. And let's get one more card, clarify all of it for Pisces in March. Alright, and we have a Queen of Pentacles. Alright. Yeah, I just get the feeling like you will be communicating a lot, especially when it comes to like your feelings, but I feel like it will bring like a lot of immaturity to the surface, because I feel like maybe some of you are not used to like communicating your feelings or your desires or going out to the people or like communicating in overall or expressing in overall, and that is kind of bringing up your immaturity, or like even maturity is not the right word. I would say like you kind of like not being not knowing yourself when it comes to like feelings, or like not being able to communicate properly or socialize properly. That's what I'm getting here. Like you'll be trying to do it regardless of the fear, but I also get a feeling like this fear either way is gonna affect your actions, that's also what I'm getting. I also get a feeling like you might be worried about your finances or like, your material safety in some way, but we'll get more clarification on that. Either way, a lot of communication, a lot of like trying to express yourself or something specific, but I get a feeling because, it doesn't have to be about you being immature about your feelings, but it just might be that you are not, you don't have much experience with expressing yourself in a certain way, and I feel like this is what is gonna be happening here, which is you trying to express something that you were not expressing before, or you not have much experience with expressing, and I feel like it will bring a lot of like mistakes, to the surface about it, or like you not knowing how to do it basically, which is nothing wrong, honestly. It's just you kind of learning how to do it. And I'm getting here like a lot of like clarifying, a lot of like fixing yourself, a lot of like I just get like this feeling of like overly communicating, or like yeah, either way, there's something with emotions that just has to come to the surface, and you will be trying to like express it in a way, but because you're not experiencing that, it's just gonna come in many different forms and ways, and that are not always like taken in the right way, and might be taken in a very immature way from your side. And I feel like also it might be met with like some kind of misunderstandings, especially from the people you try to communicate it with, and you might be kind of disappointed by them, honestly. Or they in you kind of deal. Yeah, you also, there might be also some change coming in that will be hard for you to accept, and you might be kind of like it might bring some traumas to the surface. That's what I'm getting. I feel like it will like make you forced to express those emotions, because I feel like that's where this expression or this going out there, you know, and expressing yourself in an emotional more like way, or expressing an overall, is coming exactly from this change. This change is kind of like forcing you to do so. You also might be using it as like defense, you know, this expression. You might want to defend yourself from this change that is coming, and that's why you'll be forced to express in that. But yeah, either way, I feel like this change will kind of make you unmotivated and kind of like, you know, not willing to do anything. I'm also getting here like a this stubbornness type of deal, you know, like because this change is coming and you're like unmotivated, you're like, nah, I'm not going to work, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not gonna, you know, take care of myself, I'm not gonna, you know, take care of the house or of whatever I care about. I'm just like, nah, you know, and like, yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting vibe, but it's honestly like very tricky to explain or like get the hang of the energy. So let's get some clarification on that. What is like under the surface for Pisces in March? What is under the surface for Pisces in March? Now, let me try to shuffle those. Well, I'm not the best at this because my hands are small. Okay. Alright. Pisces in March. Ooh, we have a Tower reverse. Yeah! That's what I'm getting here. Like, okay, so sadly, Pisces, your video cut out, and I noticed after doing the whole reading that it cut out. I'm very disappointed, but hey. Okay, so I will try to explain everything once again. Alright. So, the Tower. As I said, there's some kind of like not being able to get over something from the past. Yeah, I don't know what I said already and what I didn't, but excuse me if I will repeat myself, but basically there's some kind of immaturity going on because you're not like aware of you know, how to express your feelings about something, and this expression of feelings might be related to your past, you know. So why it might be so hard to express those feelings is exactly because they might be coming from the past, and but it will force you to kind of express your feelings anyways. Okay, let's see. You got also the Ace of Wands reversed and the Two of Wands reversed. So there's this lack of like coordination, you know, and action from your side towards the other things that are happening here, because there's a lot of information, there's a lot of communication, there's a lot of kind of maybe even proposals coming in for you and like opportunities for you to use, but I feel like you don't have, you're not taking any action towards them. There's lack of motivation, there's lack of like any type of goal making, you know, like you have other tools, or you have like, you are going and like trying to use those opportunities, or like you're getting those opportunities in your informations and communication, but like you're like well, cool, yeah, I have all those tools and information, but like what do I do about it? Like there's a lot of confusion, you know, going and around here, and like you have all those tools, like on this card, you know, he has all those tools, but you're like what do I do about it? Like I don't know what to do about it, right? But yeah, so there's a lot of like a lack of actions going on, because as I said, I sense here like this kind of demotivation that is revolving around all those events going on here with this change, and this change has to do a lot with like past events. That's what I'm getting here. Like it reminds you of like past events, and it makes you like kind of like remember about the pain, the trauma, and everything related to it. And that's why this change that is coming in here is so like emotionally loaded, but you might not even express it, but because it is emotionally loaded, possibly from the past, and you like cannot get over it, I feel like you'll be very like you'll be kind of forced to express and like try out those new things, but yeah, there's definitely a lack of action towards all the informations and opportunities that are coming in, and there's also a lot of like immaturity, or like being not experienced with expressing whatever there is to be expressed. And as I said, it doesn't have to be that you're immature, you're just not expressed in maybe a certain way of expressing, or expressing something certain, you know, something specific. But But yeah, there is also like this lack of motivation, lack of like discipline in your life and stuff like that. There's a lot of apathy going on. There's a lot of like, I don't know what to do about it, I don't know what to do, you know. A lot of confusion, a lot of kind of like being uncomfortable with whatever is coming, even if there's like propositions from sides or like communication, information going on. You're very uncomfortable with receiving those stuff or possibilities, and with doing something about them, or even if you decide to push through fears and whatever is happening and actually do something about them, there is still a big uncomfort about how you go about them, you know, how you decide to act on them. Okay, but for truth and realization about the situation, you got the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and Queen of Wands. So yeah, basically what I was saying before is that there needs to be some kind of this Queen of Pentacles have to be turned into the upright, you know. So basically there needs to be like this focus oriented mindset, you know, this knowing what you want, knowing how to go about stuff, and what do you exactly want, you know, knowing what do you want to commit to, you know. It's not a time to just sit around and like, be in that energy, be apathetic and be like, nah, you know, because I get a feeling like whatever is coming here, the opportunities, the things coming in, there are to be of great value for you. But, and as I'm saying, it's not something to be ignoring right now over those stuff. Like, you might be apathetic and demotivated over those stuff, but like, try to remember why and how those opportunities can be, bringing value for you or opportunity for you, you know. There needs to be some kind of prosperous mindset going on in here. There needs to be some kind of commitment made, you know, because here what I'm getting the energy is that there needs to be fast action, fast coordination with whatever is happening. There is like this very, very fast speed, and you have to decide right now, what do you want to do about it? You cannot just sit around and be like, yeah, whatever, because it will pass. You know, it's fast, it's happening right now. You'll get propositions, you have opportunities, and it's time to go about it, you know. It might be propositions from someone, it might be communication, but can also be coming from you. There will be some kind of, like opportunity to open up about something, you know, or like express something, clarify something, and you have to use it now, you know. You have to like commit to something now that it is coming, you know. That's what I'm getting here right now. It has to be like present moment type of action, and it has to happen now. But for spiritual message, you got the Woman of Souls, 10 of Nature, and 9 of Nature. So what I got here about that is that what you're feeling right now is that you're scared what will come out of it. For example, if you start expressing yourself, or if you start going for those opportunities and you start using those information that are happening right now, like I get a feeling like you'll be scared what will get out of it, because you feel like once you will do it, there's no going back, basically, and that you don't know what you will see. Then you will not know that if that you do not know that what you do not know that if you start to express yourself, for example, what you will see, what you will behave like. You don't know that, so you are aware that once you will do that and decide to open up, or like, go for those things and do something about them, you know that there is no going back, and you don't know what you will see them there. And I feel like there's like this fear about it, you know. Also, what I got with this card is that you need a proper support system from yourself. I feel like you need some time and like emotional support, but from yourself. As I feel like some of you, it will be beneficial if you would spend some time in nature, you know. Also with that rain, I got the feeling that you need to like feel your emotions. You need to let in your emotions and let yourself feel them, you know, and express them if it's necessary, you know. Because I feel like if you want, you keep being in this apathetic, demotivated type of state of being, you know. So there is a force on you, the pressure on you from a certain way for you to express those things, and that is what this change is kind of forcing on you to open up emotionally. And I feel like you're not comfortable with that change. You're not comfortable with expressing this thing or going for those new things, you know. But I feel like the way to actually get rid of this demotivation and this apathy towards things is to exactly feel those emotions. You need to, like, you know, feel them. You know, there's no other way around it. There needs to be like this time to feel those emotions and let go of them finally, because I said that this thing that is happening here might be strictly related to past, or like traumas you have, or like pain from the past, and it's causing you to act a certain way or feel about it a certain way. And I feel like you didn't still accept what was happening maybe in past with this thing, you know, and you cannot get over it. And the way to actually get over it is to actually feel this trauma, feel those things, you know, that this change is fueled with from the past. And yeah, and this is time for action, you know, this is time for work, coordination, teamwork. That's what I'm getting with this card. It's not the time to wait around. You either go for it now or you don't. And the only ways actually that is keeping you away from using those opportunities is actually you being demotivated from using it, you know, from going about it, you know. Even though it might be something you were before passionate about, or like you were waiting for even. Either way, this situation requires like a fast action, you know, and like the way to get rid of this apathy and the motivation towards the life and your daily life, you know, is to actually realize the emotions you are going through right now and where they are coming from. If you're depressed about certain change or thing that is coming in, or that came in, or whatever new thing that's making you uncomfortable to go about, like it's because it's probably loaded with something emotional from the past, or your traumas or pain, you know, or childhood traumas type of deal I'm getting. But yeah, the only way to go about it is to actually feel those emotions and give yourself a proper emotional support at that time, you know. I'm also getting a feeling like some of you might be also having like a person in your life right now, but in the March, that will be trying to kind of motivate you to go about those stuff and like pull yourself together basically. But I get a feeling like you'll be very apathetic and demotivated either way. But yeah, I'm getting here like this feeling of some kind of, you know, persons, maybe a woman, that might be like trying to support you or motivate you to go about those stuff. For some of you, that's what I'm getting. But yeah, that's what I'm getting basically, like you having to bring yourself back and go about this action, that fast action that has to be made, and you have to like break free from the uncomfort and try out those new stuff, and whatever has to be expressed, you have to express it basically and face the things that are kind of connected now to those changes going on around you. And commit to things that you are wanting to commit, that are related to all those changes in communication and informations and proposals coming in into your life, because I feel like it's important and it might be beneficial for most of you. Yeah, that's what I'm getting basically in this reading. I hope I covered everything that I covered in the reading before, that I was trying to say. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope it helped you. I hope it brought some clarity. Let me know in the comments down below how is it going for you, what do you think about the reading, and if you like the video, leave a like. If you want to see more content like that, subscribe. So thank you so much, and see you in my next one, hopefully. Bye bye.